everyone, I'm Deyka Avila, your English teacher. Welcome to this class. Today, we'll see 5 rules to use the present continuous or present progressive, depending on which book we are using. So today, we are going to look at 5 rules that we use this very common grammar tense. Now, if you watching the videos, you might say, okay, I know the present continuous. I use it to talk about an action that is happening right now. Or maybe you are a little more advanced and you say, okay, you can use it for an action happening now, and I know I can use it for future action too. All this sentence is correct, but these are 2 rules that we are going to talk about today. But there will also be 3 more rules. So just to begin as a reminder, this is the structure. The structure is subject plus verb be plus verb ing. You have a subject I is a subject and is the verb be, and studying is a verb ing. For another example, you are cooking. You is a subject, are is a verb be, and cooking is a verb plus ing. So this sentence is for the present continuous sentence. Now, let's look at the 5 rules that we use this tense. Number 1. The most basic one, an action that is happening at the moment. What are you doing? I'm watching YouTube videos. Okay? This is the 4 basic to the first example. I am studying. Another example. I am reading. I am recording my class. This is the 4 basic structure. I is a subject, and is a verb be, and reading is a verb plus ing. And the other example, I am listening to music. I is a subject and is a verb be. Listening is a verb plus ing. The 4th correct. Now, in this moment, and again, the most common question in this situation is, hey, what are you doing? I'm doing cooking my dinner. This is not 4th correct. Okay? Rules number 2. An action that is happening during this period of time. Now, this means the period of time in your life right now, maybe the past week, 2 weeks, a few months. For example, are you still practicing piano? This is my example for the rules number 2. You are not practicing piano at the moment, but practicing piano is something you do or have been doing in your life for a while. So, for example, I'm studying at the university. This is other example. Okay? In this rule, the the for correct is the period of time. Uh, the question is, what are you doing? Where do you go? Where do you go to school? And a person can see, oh, I'm studying at the university of, however, okay, so if a person asks you, where do you study? I'm studying at the university or this school. You are not studying the right now, at the moment, but in your life, this is happening right now. This is the for correct. That rule number 2. Rules number 3. An action that is prearranged in the future. So this means you are almost 100% certain that this action or this event will happen, is going to happen. For example, my mom is visiting me this weekend. So in this example, the for correct is I see. For example, tomorrow. This is the way in the future. We are doing tomorrow. Tomorrow. We're going to New York tomorrow. We are going 100%. Another example, I'm saying movie tomorrow. I watching a play with my cousin. Okay, so anything where its schedule is prearranged, is pre-planned, you're almost 100% sure is going to happen in the future. You can also use the present continuous in this way, present progressive. One thing about number 3 is depending on how have you learned. You might hear something. You only use the present continuous if it's an action that is happening in the near future. This is incorrect because you can use the present continuous to talk about actions that are definitely in the near future, like we are going to New York tomorrow, but you can also talk about something that's going to happen in the distant future too. Using the present continuous, like for example, we are going to Cuba in November. Okay, this is the correct example. Or we are traveling to Australia next year. This is the for correct. So here an example of present continuous for prearranged things in the future, but they can be far away, not just near future, far future too. And in the number 4, a temporary event or state / situation. So a person can be acting a certain way at the moment, and maybe they don't normally act this way. It's a temporary way of acting. acting. For example, why are you being so selfish? This is the example. You are acting a certain way at the moment, and it's temporary, and maybe normally you are not selfish. Another example is if you are in a band and you say, oh, normally guitar, but today he's playing the bass. Now again, normally he plays the guitar, today temporarily he's playing the bass. And finally, my rule number 5 for repeat behavior. Now, normally repeat behavior, this time we use it to talk about things that are not us, but it can be positive behavior too. So we normally use always or constantly with this structure. For example, he is always complaining. He is always complaining all the time, regularly, this repeat behavior. And she's constantly helping people. Another is she's always doing this, always repeat, always doing the verse on the video, okay? How? Now you will copy this workshop with the verb, walk, sleep, sign, work, go, school. Use the instruction and build the sentence on the classroom platform, recording the video and develop your workshop for the next week. This is all for today. I hope you like my micro class and you see the next week.